that way. I'm pretty vocal about it. I really wish they would leave our time alone. Cindy, or not Cindy, Sandy, you changed your picture? I'm trying to figure out what your picture is. What is that? Is it bottles? I can't tell. Kind of hard to see. Our little Becky, she, as you know, is getting ready to travel for her show this week. And she's helping Mama Maria. Hey, Jay, good to see you, hon. Helping Mama Maria, try to get things packed up. Like she had her sale last week, the pop-up sale at her mom's. That seemed to go really well, I thought. I thought that was a good show. And so I told her, just to rest tonight. I think she needs to get some rest before she, gets ready for her trip. And what she does is, it's all physical when it comes to packing, lifting. And I'm sure Jeff's helping her, but it's still a lot for her to do. So she had offered to come on. And I said, hey, just rest. Why don't you just rest? Because I know she's tired. Because she does, Becky stays pretty busy. So there's no slacking with her. She's a pretty busy lady. Hey, Lucinda. So good to see you. You got in first try. Nice. With less than 50 people watching. Well, that's good. Yeah, I was thinking about you today, and as a matter of fact, shame on me. Every time I think about I need to email Lucinda, make sure she's doing good, everything's okay, haven't seen you, and just was going to tell you to come hang out with us, just to enjoy the evening, maybe have a few laughs, sit back, relax. So I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you made it back. So I was concerned about you. Miss J. Glad I said hello to her, didn't I? I think I did. If not, hello, Miss J. I think I did, though. So, how's been everyone's week? How's your weather? Tell me that. We've had really nice weather. I can't complain here. We've had some really nice weather. It's been cold just actually today. Yesterday was a little cooler, but today's been kind of cold. And I think we got like a freeze watch out to either tonight or tomorrow. Hey, Carol. Good to see you, hon. Welcome, welcome. But I think we've even got a freeze warning out, which we've had so much stuff has bloomed here. And that's what I was worried about because, spring hit here so early this year, like mid-February. I'm feeling pretty good, Linda. Not doing too bad. Still got some issues with my neck, but I got a feeling that's something that's probably going to be there for a while. I had, I'll tell you about that in a moment. But yeah, we've had so much stuff bloom that, hey, Geneva, bloom like mid-February, last week of February, something like that, mid to late. And it's been warm here, which I was like, man, it's so early. And I thought, well, maybe we were out of the woods now as far as having a freeze. But now we're going to have a freeze, it looks like. So it may kill a lot of stuff that has started blooming. How much snow do you have, Linda? In Geneva? Hey, Geneva. Anybody who's in the snowy regions, do you still have snow? Yeah, it's early for it. But even for Georgia, it was a little early. Enough. Geneva's like, I got enough snow. Don't even want to talk about it. Bless your heart. I know you're supposed to be getting another dump of snow, aren't you? or a chance of it. I seen something on the weather map about it, and I thought, oh my gosh, looks like you might get another big dump of snow. And then it's going to kind of like dip down and head up towards Linda and everybody up on the East Coast side. Yes, this rain, man. Oh, right. Oh, and your plum tree's blooming too, Nancy. Oh, wow. Atmosphere River, third one, snow at 800 feet. Good grief. Really? Holy cow, Lucinda. Hey, Gina. Good to see you. Miss Gina. I know Gina from Whatnot. Good to see you, love. Her and her husband sell over there. Great couple. I just think the world of them. Hey, Cindy. But they're a great couple. It's Olive Vintage. If y'all ever want to watch some selling of, an auction style type selling, Saturday nights, they come on. Honest as day is long, they are. Hey, Robert. Good to see you, Robert. Glad you're here. So, yeah, I know that a bunch of snow is coming up that way, it looked like. Yeah, they've gotten a lot of snow. They've got a lot. All our friends are coming in. And I was saying Becky won't be on tonight. Becky's resting. Well, I don't know if she's really resting. She should be. I told her to rest. I said, you need to rest. She's going to have that trip she's going to do, this coming week, going to the Fenton. Well, I call it a Fenton show, but I never can remember the name of it. But anyhow, y'all know she's going out there. I know, Bonnie. I know. That's what I was talking about was, man, it's turned cold here. We've had such nice weather since February, mid-February. And now we got a freeze warning or freeze watch actually for us. Yeah, the ribs is fine. My rib is fine. It's good. No problem there. My neck is still kind of messed up. And they put me in traction this past Friday. I went and did that because I've been having some issues that it's not really improving now. And I think maybe it's out, like they can't get it in. Read your message for here. Let me see. Miss Linda. Well, we're going to get hit with snow again. 2 to 3 feet of snow. And yes, we have 3 to 4 feet of snow still. Oh my gosh. I don't know how y'all stand all that snow. I swear. Jeez. That's just way too much snow. I wouldn't like it. I used to live in the snowy region long ago between Ohio and West Virginia, back when they used to really get a lot of snow. And I hated it. I froze to death. No, Lucinda, I haven't done that. I've just been, trying to get well. Yeah, thanks, Gina. Yep, just trying to get well. So the traction, they say because I have a worn out disc or bulging disc, whatever you want to call it. I don't know. I had a different chiro I seen. The original chiro doctor I seen this time is the guy I used to treat with a long time ago. Because the guy I've been dealing with, he was out of town. He's out of town this past Friday and this coming Friday. So they asked me if I wanted to see the original, I call him the OG of chiropractor. And I said, sure. I said, I'll see him. So I talked to him and he went over the x-rays and stuff with me again. Because I was telling him, I don't seem to be improving, especially on my right side. And so he looked at it again and he was afraid to kind of really adjust me too much, which I really didn't want him to because I was like, look, I'm already in pain. I really don't know if you should adjust me yet right now. So he was telling me, why don't you go ahead and try this traction? Try it today and let's see if maybe they pull you, they kind of pull you apart and get some air in there, oxygen and fluids and stuff. And it should help. I said, okay. I was about willing to try anything at this point because I'm like, yeah, I need to do something because something's not right, not quite right. And he's really more honest, I think, more forthcoming, not honest, but more forthcoming about my diagnosis. So I was like, okay. So he was saying basically that between, like right in the center of my neck, it's kind of worn out there, from aging as we get older. And also, bulging discs, torn discs. And I'm like, okay, so that's probably what he's trying to tell me it is. Because I'm telling him, look, it doesn't feel right. Because, my back was that way many years ago. And I had bulging disc and blown disc in my lower back before I had surgery. And I'm feeling that way in my neck like I did with my lower back years ago. And that's what I was telling him. It just don't feel right. So he kind of basically was trying to tell me, I think, without, which I don't panic about stuff anyhow. I'm just like, okay, I just want to fix it or get it to where I can deal with it every day and not be in pain. Would be nice. That part would be good. So he said, well, let's try that. And of course, they want you to do it like 2 to 3 times a week on this traction. And I'm like, I can't afford that. I mean, that's $40 a pop to do that every time because insurance won't cover that. I'm like, I can't afford that. But I said, okay, we'll do it. I did it Friday because basically the first time's free. I'm like, that's good. We'll try it. We'll try it then. Because I thought for $40 a pop, I'm looking for a miracle here, to me. That's a lot of money to come up with in a week's time. So I did it and I thought, okay, it kind of helped it a little bit, I think, for a few hours. And then it was like, kind of like back to where it was. And I've got the muscle stimulation thing I use all kinds of crap on it, trying to get it to just calm down and behave itself. And it's not there yet, but we're working on it. Yes, it does, Gina. It adds up. You don't have, I mean, you're trying to live the way it is. And things are so expensive now too. It really adds up if you're having to go to a doctor or any kind of doctor, but especially at Cairo, it's like they charge more than a darn doctor does now. Yeah, I mean, and I'm sure they will. Right now, it's so weird here in Georgia, the way they have this set up on insurance. Like if you're in a car accident, a lot of places, regular doctor's office, won't take you underneath an actual accident now. And I think what the problem is, the more I kept talking to people, I'm like, I went to my regular doctor and said, hey, could you just do an x-ray? I was just trying to get an x-ray when I first was in the accident. Just take an x-ray, tell me what's going on, because I had waited like 2 weeks because I kept thinking, well, it'll get better. I'm just sore. And it wasn't getting any better. That's why I went. And they're like, well, was you hurt at work, and all this stuff? I said, no, somebody rear-ended me, hit me a pretty good clip. And it doesn't seem to be getting better. Well, they wouldn't even touch me. I'm like, what do you mean you won't give me an x-ray? I've been going there for 30 years. They said, well, the problem is the insurance companies have been getting screwed over, I guess, from not getting paid when people get their settlements from car accidents. So they don't get paid. They lose out on this money. And I'm like, well, you would think that they would be one of the first people paid, because if you're putting it through as I don't know, it doesn't make sense to me. But they was like, yeah, they wasn't allowed to even touch me. So they have these places now popping up everywhere that you contact them, go to them, they handle everything, supposedly, and get your x-rays, see their doctors, all this stuff. And I'm like, that sounds like a big money racket to me. I'm like, I'm not doing that. I'm not going to go to this place. I mean, I don't know these people. And I said, so these places are popping up everywhere to handle all these car accidents. And I'm like, nah, that sounds like somebody's trying to make money off of that part of it. Since they, I don't know, it just seems so odd to me that they even had this. And I was like, well, okay, fine. You don't want to see me. That's cool. I will go. You had your C5, C6, and C7. Yes. I mean, I think you always have problems, Linda. Like my back, not 100%, but at least I can tolerate it, From time to time it gets bad, but I just have to be careful with it. But yeah, with the neck, I'm sure it's the same way, There's probably times it's always going to bother you. Like when the weather changes, my back will kill me. And I'm like, used to hear people talk about that and you thought, oh yeah, right, sure. Back when you're younger. Now it's like, dang, it is true. You do feel it. Yeah, they won't. It's so weird as these doctors now won't see you, won't treat people. And that's a shame because I would think that they would you would think there'd be something they could like stake a claim, so to speak, and part of the getting a settlement money when a settlement is made, that they could at least get their money. I thought that's unfortunate that people have done that way so much that now everybody's screwed over. Now nobody wants to see you. So that's why I went to my chiropractor. I said, I'll tell you what, can you take an x-ray? Just tell me what you think, because I'm in a lot of pain. I can't seem to get any relief here. I'm doing everything I know to do. That's why I went to my chiropractor. I don't go to them religiously, which they recommended I do, but I don't. I only go when I have a problem because, if not, I'm going to be going every week the rest of my life. Don't want to do that. So I hate going to doctors anyhow. I absolutely just despise it. I don't like it. But anyhow, that's where I am on that. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Oh, thanks, Lucinda. I'm not too worried about it. I'll get it taken care of. And I just take, one day at a time, and I'm so laid back about everything. It just doesn't bother me. You need an MRI? Oh, yeah. They won't do it all at once. For me to even get an MRI here through my insurance, through work, it's like, I think my part alone is like $1,500 to come up with all at one time, And you're like, good grief, I can't do that. I mean, who's got that kind of money laying around when you're, if you don't have a couple trying to make it together, and sometimes two people don't make it to pay bills and save money. I'm just trying to survive, make a little bit of money, try to enjoy life a little bit. But, coming out with all that kind of money that places want now, it's crazy. Just crazy. Oh, you had a shoulder replacement too? Dang. Yeah, my mom had, she had both her shoulders. She ended up having both of them replaced, one at a time. Right, Gina? It's crazy. Just crazy. But she had both hers done, and she still has problems. She can't lift her hand above her head, especially her one side. She has all kinds of problems. She has a lot more going on with her than just her shoulders, but it's, and I'm like, God, I hope I don't inherit all those issues she has with bones, which so far I kind of have. So I'm praying that, I won't end up that way. Oh, wow. My goodness. That's a lot, Robert. Wow. That's a lot. Yeah, that's a lot of MRIs. Do you have, and not trying to get personal, but do you have a lot of back and neck issues also? If you don't want to tell us, don't tell us. A little face green smile. Right. That's right. That's a lot of MRIs. Even I haven't had that many. So, I don't know. It sounds like Robert maybe was in an accident or something, I don't know. Yeah, that's a lot. So enough of that. I will survive. I'm not concerned about that part. I'll make it one way or the other. Look at Lucinda. I told her. But yeah, our Becky is resting tonight, which I'm sure she needs it, and she's going to be busy this week herself, traveling. So I told her to rest. Ever called these the golden years? Can kiss my, yeah. I know, Sandy. Who was it that told me as people get older, they'll say, whoever said the golden years is supposed to be your best years, they sure never told me about all this problems I'm going to have. And I'm like, yeah, they kind of forget that part. They don't tell you. They're just like, oh, they'll find out one day. Let it be a surprise. So has everyone else been okay? Anything going on that anybody wants to talk about? Or not? Don't have to. Hopefully everybody's been good this week. Hopefully the spring is really going to officially be here for the rest of you. Lucinda. Oh, are you? Oh, do you go live? Without Tom? Because I didn't know if you do. If you do on Sunday nights. I didn't know that. Of course, I'm usually on here too. Hey there, Jeannie. How you doing? Oh, okay. Don't blame me, Gina. I tell you what, Gina and her husband Tom now are some workers. They work all the time. All the time. Good couple. I like them. I think a lot of them. All right. Y'all ready to get started? I've been resting, sleeping. Good. Good, Lucinda. I'm glad. And it's good to see you here tonight. Just hang out with us. Have some fun. Right? Right, Gina? Gotta feed them kids. You ready there? I thought about you, Robert. I found a piece, and I thought Robert would love this. Yeah, they never stop eating, right? That's for sure. My son used to eat me out of house and home. That boy he'd be eating a meal, planning for his next one. And I'm like, we haven't even got through this meal. What is wrong with you? But I'm going to grab something to show Robert. Robert, look. Robert collects bittersweet himself, and you may have this piece. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful piece. Yeah, it's gorgeous. It's a nice, nice piece. It's a pretty good size one, too. It is about 7 inches wide, I think, at the widest. Maybe 8 at other parts of it. 7.5 tall. So it's pretty good. Hey, Shelly. How you doing? Good to see you. But yeah, I thought about you, Robert, when I picked this one up. I thought he would love this. I love the way it swirls in there. I might end up selling it, Robert. I'm going to keep you in mind. Yeah, Robert Special. Yes, Robert Special. Well, he always asks about bittersweet. So I only have 4 pieces I bought 30 some years ago. I haven't been able to get one since, but I might be able to get one shortly. Yeah, and let you know what, sweetheart? Gina. Oh, if I sell it? If I go to sell it, you mean? Definitely. I'll let you know. Yes. I'll let everybody know. Yeah, it's a beautiful compote. I really liked it. Those things. I tell you what though, it is hard to get those pieces now. Yeah. Yep, I'll let you know. It's hard to get them because they're going so high. I mean, those pieces are almost untouchable now. You just kind of have to get lucky sometimes. Okay, did I miss something about what did Robert tell us what was going on? Oh, he's talking about those. Trying to see if I missed something here. Maybe not. Okay. All right. Enough of that. We're going to move on. Let's see. Now, some of this I picked up at a thrift store. Some of it I did not. Look at this here piece. This is pretty. This is, and I don't have my paper. This is a piece of crystal bud vase. It's Italy. Look how clear that is. Y'all probably can see me in here. I need my paper. Hold on. I got my paper over here. Kind of helps a little bit. I know it's white, but still gives you an idea of the thickness of it. And it's very clear. This is the bottom of it. It's perfect shape. Corners. It's about right there. That's the thickness of the glass. It's really nice. It's a nice piece. Do you want help? Sure. If you want to. You don't have to. Oh, yeah. Nancy, I got something for Nancy. If you want to, Sandy, that'd be great. Yeah, I picked something up for you, Nancy. This is 8 inches tall. I had told Nancy to come in tonight if she could. 2.5 inches wide at the base with this piece. So 8 inches tall, 2.5 at the base is the widest. I'm going to start this one at 15. So if anyone's interested, 15 will be the start. Nancy, let me show you what I found for you that I'm going to send to you. First, I found this, and I thought of you. Yep, starting bid 15. That's the cheapest I can do that one. Right there. It's a little pen on the back of it. It's a little angel. I thought it was adorable. But I thought about you. I'm going to send this to you free. It's my gift to you. And then, even though this is Big Lots, it's an older Big Lots, I found her. It's a little baby angel ornament. Hasn't even been out of the package. So that's yours also. I'm going to send that to you. Because you always ask me. And unfortunately, you know, when we have the angels, they sell out pretty quick during the wintertime. I mean, wintertime. During Christmas season. So, not wintertime. I guess that is when that we see them mostly. So, yeah. So, those are yours, sweetie. Thanks for coming in so I could show you. Oh, thanks there, Miss Geneva. Yeah, it's a cute little thing. All right, so that's 15. Now, I picked these up. These I've had since my, when did I get these? These was my, hold on 1 second. Don't bother me now. Those. Let's see. All right, now I picked her up. I thought she was sweet. Little planter. She's clean. Don't know who made her. Have no idea. We're gonna start her at 10. Well, actually, I can start her at 8. Actually, start her at 8. I'm gonna give you a measurement. Let's see, 8.5 inches tall. Opening is right at 3 1/4. I'm right at 4.5 deep. Yeah, she's sweet. Her little nose. What do y'all think she is? I thought she was sweet. Y'all tell me what you think she is. I thought she reminded me of Miss Piggy. I don't know why. Maybe y'all see something different, but that's what I thought. Even though pig probably don't sit up like that and they don't have a bow in their hair. There's that. I see Miss Lucinda at 8. A bear. Yeah, I seen that too. I thought, yeah, a bear. Maybe. More so than a pig. I think it's the nose that's just kind of throwing me off. I don't know why. She reminded me of Miss Piggy, I guess. With the hair, the dippity-doo hair. A puppy. Yeah. Okay, so everybody's thinking, everyone sees things differently, see? We perceive everything differently. Yeah, I thought she was cute. This is true. Miss Piggy would have a snout. That's true. She don't really have a snout, does she? Kind of smushed up. So she probably is more so on the bear side. Ah, that's sweet. Could be a bunny and hair and ears. True. Could be. That's very true. Already counting it down for me. Perfect. Thank you, Miss Sandy. I appreciate that. Mark this down so I don't forget. That's right to Miss Lucinda. Thank you. Thank you. Congrats, Miss Lucinda, and thank you. Thanks for your bid. Put this where I won't break it. All right, here is a rooster, glass rooster. Now this has got some weight to him. He's in perfect shape. Nothing wrong with him. He's 2.5 pounds of glass. But he is adorable. Where's my paper? Now I need my paper. Okay. So y'all can see the details of him. He's very detailed. He's going to start, we're going to start him at 35. If anyone's interested in him. I'm going to give you a measurement. He is 7 3/4 tall. At the widest of him, he's right at 5.5. And 2.5 on his little base. He's pretty. He's a pretty rooster. He's in great shape. Every bit of him, even his little wings. They've been applied, of course, but they're perfect on him. I don't know who made it. This is the bottom, the very bottom. It's like this was like a indented, shoved up in there type, if you will. There, it kind of shows it better. Yeah, he's a nice piece. And he doesn't glow, in case anyone's wondering. Yeah, he's pretty. Well, hello there, Caitlin. Hey, good to see you. How are you? I hope you're doing well. You survived yesterday. Yeah, this is my little rooster. He's a glass rooster. He's in perfect shape. He's starting at 35. I've had him for quite some time, to be honest with you. Because I like to get my glass and hold on to it for a while before I let it go, if I ever let it go. And I've kind of waffled back and forth what I was going to do with him. So I've decided it's time to let him go. Go to another home, let someone else enjoy him. And if not, if nobody likes him, doesn't want him, that's fine too. Should put my little paper back there again, eh? There you go. You can see all the details of him. Yeah, he's 2.5 pounds of glass, so he does have a little bit of weight to him. He's a mighty cock-a-doodle-doo. Yes, he is. Pass on the rooster. Gotcha. No problem. Didn't know there was a Paula show. They call me, the name kind of got stuck on me as Paula. Paula the, what was it? Paula the, Caitlin, what was it you was calling me? Paula the Pit or something like that. Pit Bull. There we go. Let's see. These are the coasters, glass coasters, and these were made by Anchor Hawking, who made these. I have a set of 6. We'll start them at 12 if anyone's interested in them. They're in perfect shape. There's no chips, no cracks, nothing on them. Yeah. Aw, Sandy, thank you. Sandy's the amazing mod. Oh, really? Yeah, I've been hearing the owls here too. I love listening to them though, myself, but I know they can be a little annoying, I guess, if they're right outside your window trying to sleep. This is a second one. Here's the third one. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's why you're hearing them so much, is the mating season's going on right now. So this is 6 of them starting at 10. And these are 4 inches wide. There we go. Let's see. Right. Like a regular bird, but the loud and nonstop. Oh, yeah. Now here is a, this is an inkwell crystal. I've never showed this to you guys before. I'll show it to you again. It's cut crystal. It's really nice. This is the top of it. It's an older one, of course. It's vintage for sure. Every bit of it. And it's funny how, I don't know if I'll be able to show this to you. Let's see. You can see how deep that is. It actually only goes down to, whoops, trying to show you and not showing you. Kind of goes like in a little cup like. This whole thing doesn't hold ink, obviously. Yeah, it's a nice piece. This is going to start at 20. Is the lowest I can let this one go. I bought it from an antique dealer that I know here locally. He tries to save some things for me. I don't get in there all the time because he knows I'm like moving around to everybody. Oh, thanks, Gina. But yeah, he'd saved this one and another one that I sold to someone on here. Might have been MJ. I'm going to give you, I didn't give you a measurement, did I? It is 2.5 wide. Yeah, 2.5 wide and about that tall. 2.5 tall. Yeah, that's what if I wish I could show that part. Like the light coming through it would be cool to see. Oh, too far away. Hold on. I wonder. There you go. Well, there. Kind of show the light. The way it hits on that crystal. It's pretty. It's a hunk of glass. I can tell you that. It's not like light. It's a little over a pound. It's like 1.25 pound of glass. This little thing. All right. Thanks, Caitlin. Caitlin has a show too. Her and her husband just started up a show. I don't know whose show it is, if it's Caitlin's or both of theirs. But she's also selling whatnot. Great show. She did really well. Her first show the other night, she did good. So if you're ever on Whatnot, I don't know how many of you here actually go on there. But if you're ever on there, excuse me, what was the name of your show again, Miss Caitlin? Because I can't remember. I'm sorry. Ah, perfect. Thanks, everybody, for the thumbs up. Appreciate that. Here is a piece of Order Fenton. It's pretty dirty on the bottom. Definitely needs a good washing out. It's got some opalescence around the top of it. Trying to show it to you. There. Good grief, Paula. Can't see it. It's kind of hard to see, but it's there. Trust me. It's right around the top. It's your melon vase. Katie Cat 0101. That's the name of the show? That might be her show. That might be your show's title. Here's your name. Simple enough. If it is, it's easy to remember. Except for me. Except for Paula. She didn't remember. All right. This vase is going to start at 35. 8.5 inches tall. Three and a half is the foot part of it. Oh, are you? Perfect. I see Geneva. Hey, Geneva. This is one of your colors you love, isn't it? Guess you'll have to take something and clean, like the denture tablets. They say gets that crap off that bottom. So it looks like it's some old dead flower stuff in there. So someone used this one. I mean, obviously. This is a pretty one, though. Pretty melon vase. Oh, Glassy and Sassy. That's her show title. Okay. Glassy and Sassy. Good enough. Yep, if anybody else is interested in the Fenton vase, this is, prior to the logo mark on the bottom. Obviously, it's not marked. So it's before the 1970s. You love it crapping off? Good. Good. Yeah, it's beautiful. It's a beautiful little melon vase. I really liked it. Kind of like the baby blue, I guess, is what I call it. Yep, we're counting it down. This will be Geneva's. Sold. Thank you there, Miss Geneva. It's a good pickup there for you. Oh, here's something. Here's a Planters peanut jar. Now, this is the 75th anniversary. Where's my paper? I keep losing my paper. Kind of hard to see, but there he is. It's the 75th right there. And on the bottom, it says 1981. No, 17. Here's the bottom. 1981. I'm going to give you a measurement. This is going to start at, let's see, we can start this at 12 if anyone's interested in it. 7.5 is the height on it. The jar itself is 6.5. So, well, more 7, I guess, with the lid. I'm sorry. And it is 3.5 wide. It's got a good seal too. So if anybody collects the jars, I thought it was a pretty cool little piece. Somebody held on to this for a long time. That's the lid too, and it says also 1981 with the little planter right there, 1981. Right? Is that right? Is that 5281? Yeah, it is. That's hard to believe, isn't it? I don't see it either. My goodness, it seemed like from the 80s on, it went fast, didn't it? No glow. Sometimes the clear will glow, but not in this case. Yeah, they took care of it. I mean, it's in perfect shape. That's the lid itself. There's no chips or anything around it. It's in great shape. Yeah, it is hard to believe it's that old. My goodness. I guess we're just getting old, you know? The 80s wasn't 50 years ago. Well, from 1981. Wait a minute. Are we figuring wrong? See, we're getting so old we can't even calculate. Hold on. This is, hold on, Geneva. 2023. I got to save me and Robert here. 1981 is 42. Excuse us. Excuse us. We're off 10 years. 42 years ago. Okay. Oh, I'm going to show y'all something for show and tell. This is show and tell. I don't know if I'm going to sell this yet. I haven't decided because I really love it right now. Let me show you this, though. It's a glower and a shower. For real. If I can get it to show up. If I don't blind you. Hold on. Let me see. You see it? This green, it is so bright. Wish I could show it properly so you could see it. Let me see. I don't want to blind you to death. There it is. It really lights up. Anybody know what this is? Test your knowledge. This is a quiz, class. Yeah, it's beautiful. It's a beautiful, beautiful piece. And that glow is just spectacular on it. Or if somebody had, I don't have a black light cabinet, but that's something I would love to have. Boy, oh boy. You graduated in 81. You should have been speaking up there, Sandy. A flower. Yeah, yes, you could call it a flower. You know who makes it, though, is what I was meaning. I'm sorry. I wasn't specific. Yeah, it's beautiful. It's a beautiful, beautiful piece. And you can see the tips, how clear each tip is. Now, of course, if any of those ever was to get broke, it would just ruin the value of this. Yes, it's Fostoria. It is Fostoria. Heirloom. But I thought it was gorgeous. Right now, I'm enjoying it. I may end up selling it eventually. You can see I'm kind of attached to the glass I buy. Oh, yeah. Oh, this? Yeah, I'm just kind of showing it right now. I haven't decided whether I'm going to sell it. Just because I love it. And the blue is my... Oh. Oh, so you have the blue one, Geneva? Like, is it a light blue? I just wonder if you have it. Okay, let's see. What else we got? I'm going to keep those for a while. I have to think about what I want to let go of and what I don't. I think I would do this before I sit down here, right? Let's see. There's something that's kind of neat. I thought this was neat little. Buddy says that if you sell it to him, you tell Buddy I just might. Oh, Buddy. Her husband, Buddy. Good guy. He likes to have fun. It's hard to find and even harder to find where I can afford it. Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure that, I mean, they go for pretty good money. This one is marked on the bottom, 4635 Bucilla. Someone may know what that is or means, because I have no idea. But this is like, you could put it on a pillow. You could actually frame this. Somebody spent a lot of time doing this work. Look at all this. So they did. We can start this at, we can start it at 10 if someone's interested in it. He laughed. Did he? Yeah, I'm going to have to see if I can find that, Geneva. I haven't seen the blue. That's why I was wondering if you had the blue. Yeah, he's a sassy little thing, isn't he? He just likes to have fun. It's all in fun. Does anybody know what this means? This Bucilla? Is this the type of material or something, or does it mean anything? Maybe it means nothing. I don't know. Color coded on this side. I don't know if this means anything whatsoever or nothing. Yeah, be great for a pillow. Maybe that's why they made it. Maybe their intentions was to do a pillow. But boy, think of the work that went into this, though. My goodness. They did a pretty good job. All right. I'm going to set it aside. Anyone's interested? $10 and it's yours. Let's see. How about... Oh, it's just a pattern? Gotcha. Poppy. Ah. The brand. Oh, the brand. That's the brand of it. Well, hello, Poppy. I don't think I know you, do I? Welcome, welcome. If I do know you, change your name maybe. Don't know the name, I guess. This is a cigar box. I don't know if anybody collects these. I just stuck my finger. I didn't realize there was a darn little nail there at the top. That's what holds it shut, Paula. Right there. This is Prince Philip Cafe. Look at this. How cool is this? It's a cigar box. Of course, no cigars in it. Imported, handmade since 1968. Just a neat little box. Here's the back of it. It's imported, handmade in San Diego, Republic Dominicana. Imported Montego, CIA. Post office box. New York, New York. Pretty cool. Got the little band there. Well, you have to break the band to get into it. That's the back of it. If anyone's interested in the box, it'll start at 10 for the box. It's a pretty cool little box. Needs to be cleaned up a little bit. Let's see. 8. I think it's 8 by 8. 8 by 8. Oh, really? Cool. Yeah. Yep, $10. It says this certificate, which that's the the band that's on the back. The certificate is your guarantee that the cigars, gee whiz, that the cigars were made with fine aged tobacco in Santiago, Republico Dominicana. You are assured that these exquisite cigars meet the most age standard for excellent. They were free. Oh yeah, pencil boxes. That would be a cool, like to keep, like, especially you're thinking of somebody who does art, could keep their little colored pencils in here. That would be a cool little gift for them, or markers, either one. All right, we're moving on. I picked this up. This is a little beaded. Look at the beads on this thing. It's like there's nothing missing on this. I checked this thing and checked this thing. This is going to start at $10, which I think is a great price on it. Little hand vintage purse. This is the inside of it. It's in great shape. This was made in Hong Kong, so it kind of tells you the age of it. Look at the inside. I'm trying to show you here. It's not hurt any at all. And then around the top, I thought was the most interesting. It looked like, it reminded me of Mother of Pearl, is what it reminds me of. I don't know if that's what it is. I don't think it would be. Do you think? I wonder. Or just lucite. Probably lucite. And let me see. Don't think it will glow, but we'll see. Oh. Actually, no. I can't tell. That is green, or blue. It might be. I'm going to let y'all look at it. You tell me, because I can't tell. I'm blinding myself. Hey, Aaron. Good to see you. Tell me if y'all see a color on this. See if you see any. Do you see it? It does glow. Ah. It is glowing. Look at that. Y'all see it, right? I'm not crazy. I have to ask you all, but then I see it better on the screen. It looks green to me. Yeah? I think so. I'm going to give you a measurement on the purse. That's 9.5, and the widest is 10. 9.5 is just the body of it, not counting the straps. I thought so too, Robert. It's definitely glows. So the beads are glowers. I'll show them to you close up. And they're all here. There's nothing missing off of it at all. Even on the strap. And I tried to make sure I checked every single spot, even though I keep rechecking it. Because you don't want to. Good night, Aaron. Thanks for stopping by. Got to work. I understand that. I understand. I had to get up too early on Mondays. I get up at 5 to be at work because I have to beat traffic in order to get done, to get home to be on the phones to do my second job. Yeah, there's nothing missing on it. It's in perfect shape. Sold. Perfect. Who got it? I wasn't paying attention, Miss Sandy. I'm sorry. Yep. Jay. Miss J got it. Congratulations, Miss J. Nice little pickup there. All right. Put this to the side. Here's something I was going to show you guys to see if anybody's interested in this piece of jewelry. Of course, this is glass. And then you got the metal, silver. This is like a blue. It's a light blue, almost turquoise color with the white. And this has probably got a good stretch wise on it. I don't have really big wrists, but still, there's room in here. So I got kind of small wrist, which I think I think I can wear like a 6.5. So this would fit like looks to me like a 7, maybe even 8. And like I said, it's got plenty of give in it. Could stand a good cleaning in between all this stuff. This here, though, if anyone's interested, will start at $10 for the little bracelet. Like I said, these are glass pieces. And you got the little silver toned, whatever, spacers, I guess. I guess that's what they would be considered. And if you didn't even like this, actually, if you craft, you could take this apart and use it. So $10 on that. I had some, I've got fruit. I have got not only this style, this kind of fruit, which looks like a real apple. There's also some beaded fruit. Some of the beads are missing off of this. Oh, actually, watch out. They're coming off. Never mind. We'll put that one aside. But like grapes, beaded grapes. But I have got a ton of this stuff. If anyone's interested in fruit, let me know. And I'll give you a good sized bag of it. I will say cheap. Just to move it on. Like $5 for it. And there's all different kinds of pieces. Grapes, bananas, pears, avocado, lemon. So y'all can let me know. And okay. I don't know if I'm going to sell that. All right. Here is a paperweight. I thought about not selling this more than one time. I've had it for a little bit. Uh-oh. It was the first one wooden. That's why I was checking on it, because I'm not sure. I mean, to tell you the truth, I don't know, Robert. It's got a wooden stem, but I know that doesn't mean anything. I don't know if it's wooden or resin. To be honest with you, I have no idea. Couldn't find your pointer. And like this one, like here's the pear. I don't know. They did a great job on them. I don't know if they're wooden though, Robert. They might just be resin. I don't know. So be your own judge on that. I really have no idea. Do you have more that look? Yeah, I'll show you which ones look realistic. How about that? Let me show you. Like here's a pear, which looks realistic to me. I think it does. This one, of course, the apple. This is another pear, a little bit darker green. This is more like one of those. This is smooth, very smooth. Now see, this has got a little piece of cotton up in there. Maybe they're just plugging up the hole. I don't know. It's got a little wooden part there. That's another type of, can't think of the name of the pear, but if y'all eat pears, you know what I'm talking about. Here is like an avocado. Yeah, I'm not sure what these are made out of. This is like a little squash that looks real. Here is like there's a yellow apple with a stem. It does have just a little bit of it's missing right here. Now this here could tell you. Yeah, I don't think this one is wooden. Now these, I do think these are, and these sound like they've got, I wouldn't think these would be the real ones. They sound like they got seeds in them. These do. These little gourds. Could be, yes. Very well could be. So another one, same way. It's real. That's what I'm thinking. These are real little gourds. They sound like they got the seeds in them. Yeah. That's about as real as they get. These got some weight to them now. These pears do. I don't know what's different about them. These are a little heavier than the other pears. And then this is only the first bag I have. There's another bag. And I'll show them to you. Okay. Ooh, careful now. Like this. That's a nice one. That's a nice looking one. That looks so real too. It's even got the little spots on it. I grew some like that, but they are big. Right. Now he's calling, Poppy's saying ANJOU. What the heck is that? I have no idea. This is a lemon. This feels more plastic or resin, but it looks realistic. There's another lemon. There's a red apple. These feel so heavy. I don't know why these are so heavy. There's nothing in it. This is another type of pear, I guess. Come back here. Another avocado. And a little pear. Little tiny pear. Paper mache. Ah! Thank you. Paper mache. Probably so. Now these are grapes. Now these are like plastic, I guess, or rubber. I'm not sure what they're made out of, but kind of like rubber. There's a banana. That looks pretty realistic. They look real to me. Yeah, well, this don't look real. This is definitely plastic. That's definitely plastic. These grapes. Yeah, they're rubber-like. Little rubber pieces. Here's a little granite, I guess. Anyhow, Robert, if you want them, let me know. I'll give you all of them. You may have them all. All that I've just showed you. I have some that are beaded if y'all want them. If anybody wants those instead. Yeah, I don't need all these. Like I have some these are like the beaded one, the sugar ones. Some people like the sugar ones. I've got a little bit of variety of each of those. If anybody wants those. And then these are the grape ones. That's the beads. But Robert, if you want the real looking ones, I'll give them to you. Got a fake banana. Okay. You can have, if you want all the ones that look realistic, I'll give them to you for $8. How about that? I think that's more than fair. If you want them. Yeah. He has a what? He has a do the 5. Paula has a, oh, do the 5. Yeah. I'm going to give him all those I just showed him for, he can have all of the ones I showed him realistically for $8. Just, I don't need them. Somebody get some use out of them. Yeah, it's a steal on them. Just trying to move out some of the older stuff, you know. Everybody knows how it is. Sometimes we get a collecting too much. All right, Poppy's in for $9 on those. So you're betting, Poppy? I guess I should have offered them up. I didn't even think about that. I'm sorry. Are you bidding on the fruit? Are you wanting the realistic looking too? Or are you more interested in the beaded ones? Tell me that. Because maybe I can just do a deal and split them between the two of you. Yeah, I should have counted it down. That's my fault. So if Poppy wants to be in at 9, I'm going to have to let him in at 9. Or her. Him or her. Is it not an auction? No, it is. It is. I'm just asking you what you preferred. If you want the realistic fruit, then yes, you can be in at 9. So Robert, Poppy's in at 9. I had to be fair, you know, and I should have counted it down. That's really my fault. So before I said sold. Let Robert have them? Okay. Are you sure? I don't want nobody upset. Do you like the beaded ones or the sugar ones? If you do, I'll let you have those, and I'll probably won't even charge you quite as much as I did Robert, because Robert's getting quite a bit. If you do, let me know. And thank you for being gracious. All right, so those are yours, Robert, at 8. All those I showed you. Okay. All right, no problem. Sorry about that. That was, like I said, my fault. All right, here's the paperweight. And I really like this one. So I don't really care if it sells, to be quite honest with you. Here's the bottom. Got some trash on it. It's the bottom. It's got the, the bubble all the way around. And it's got one in the center. It's real pretty. It's a pretty little paperweight. And this one is 4 inches tall. And 1.5 is just the bottom of it. If you want to go by the circumference of it, it would be about 3. So I done forgot what I told you. 3.5 by 3. And I'm going to start this at I'll start it at 12. Anyone's interested in the pretty paperweight? Let me see if it happens to glow. I have no idea. Ooh. I think it does. I think we got a glower. You know, I always ask you guys to look because sometimes I can't tell. Let me see. Stay up there. Hopefully I won't blind nobody. Maybe not. All right, we're going to say no. We're going to say no, it doesn't glow. So yes, $12 would be the start on it. That's a good price on this one, I can tell you that. So if you're interested in it, jump on it. Anybody? It's got, like I said, it looks like a flower coming out the top with the big bubble. And then it's got 3, 4, 5, 6 around it, all the way around. It's very nice. It's a very nice paperweight. I thought it was cool. I'm a big sucker for paperweights too. I don't know why, but I love them. I think they're pretty cool. I'll show y'all this one. I may have showed it to you before. You're going to see it again. If so, this is a piece of carnival glass. I'm going to give you a height here. I was trying to remember if this was Northwood is what I'm thinking made this, but I don't want to swear to it. I'm thinking that's who it was that made this one. This is 8 inches tall. We're going to start it at 12. 4 inches wide at the top. And the bottom is 3. It's pretty though. And it's perfect. There's nothing wrong with it. That's the bottom, just a little dirty. Other than that though, it's in great shape. It's got the ridges, ribs, whatever you want to call it. It's a pretty one. Thanks, Sandy. I don't think, see Robert at 12. I'm going to Google this just real quick because I'm thinking it's a Northwood piece. Y'all bear with me. I just can't remember which it was. Anybody else interested, jump in. Lucinda's at 13. As I'm looking this up, give me a second, please. Yeah, it's called the can't talk. Amber Marigold Carnival. It's possible it's Imperial. Might be Imperial. Maybe that's what it is. Could be Imperial glass. That's in great shape. Pretty cool. I love the carnival glass myself. I like this color, the marigold, and I also love the, well, I kind of love it all. I love the amethyst, and I also love the, what's the other one? Ruby, the ruby red, I think, is one that's out there. I see Robert at 14. And there's a green one out there, too, that I like. Matter of fact, I have a piece that I got. Lucinda's at 15. So yeah, if you have a collection of these, or if you don't, if you start a collection, it's a good color to have. I've got some other pieces in this. I don't have it pulled tonight, but I do have other pieces. Because I was kind of undecided which one I wanted to collect. Out to Lucinda. Thank you for your bids, Mr. Robert. Yep. Go ahead and count it down to Miss Lucinda, please. You're going to like this one, Lucinda. It's pretty. Do you collect it, Lucinda? Is this your color that you collect, or you just like it? Hey, Mary. Good to see you, hon. Welcome. Lucinda. Marigold. I don't just really feel attracted to that piece. It's a beautiful color for spring and summer. Yeah, it is. It's a very pretty color. Yeah, I like it. Like I said, I wasn't sure which one because sometimes when the light hits it, it kind of looks a little more rainbowy on this type too, which all of them do if you hit them in the light the right way. I like the darker amber close to root beer. Oh, yeah. But I have a fair amount of dark amber already. Gotcha. I understand. I have a darker piece. Behave yourself now. Everybody behave over there. Now, let's see. Here's a little tiny pink vase. Not vase, basket. I have no idea who makes this. I just thought it was cute. That's the pink in it. I don't even know who makes it. I don't know if I even looked this one up. We'll start it at $10 if anyone's interested in it. Let's see here. Pink Depression. So maybe it's Depression or Westmoreland. Actually, I think it's copying Westmoreland, to be honest. Don't think it's actual Westmoreland, I don't believe. I think it's just copying it. So we'll just call it Depression. That's what we're going to call it. That's cute. Cute little basket. I'll give you a height here. Just wanted to check, see if it glows by any chance. Any part of it? No, it does not. It is 8.5 tall. Counting the handle, of course. And it is right at 3 3/4 wide. That's cute. If you like collecting like the smaller pieces, this is nice. This needs cleaned up. It's pretty dirty. It does have straw mark all the way around it. Actually, is that on the inside or the outside? Yeah. It's on the outside. Right there. I see it. It's really that's just dirt. Needs to be washed. This needs a good cleaning. It's the bottom of it. Just an older little basket. It's cute. Just a cute little basket. When my granddaughters, they love all the kind of little girly stuff too, you know. And they're not quite old enough to really appreciate it and take care of it yet. My oldest granddaughter, actually, she's going to be my oldest granddaughter. She will have her birthday. Not that I have more than one. That's going to be the oldest. She'll be 13 this week, tomorrow, as a matter of fact. She's kind of getting to the age where she's starting to appreciate, you know, glass and taking care of things a little better. The other two still too young yet for it, though they love it, you know. There's a little paneled basket. So we'll set it aside. Has anybody seen Mallory tonight? Has Mallory come in yet? I thought about Mallory on this piece. This is amethyst, believe it or not. Even though it looks black, it is amethyst. But I thought, well, hey, it could be pulled off as, you know, black glass too, but that's what it is. Because when you put it up to the green light, it's just a deep purple. Little fluted bud vase. It's an excellent shape. Chips, no cracks, no nothing to it. I'll give you, we're going to start this one at 12, Sandy, if anybody's interested in it. This is 7 3/4 tall. And the widest is 3 inches at the bottom. Nice little bud vase. That is can use a good cleaning. See quite a bit of dirt there. Duster. Just gunk. And this is definitely one whole piece that's been blown. Probably blown into the mold. You can kind of tell by the bottom of it there. Yeah. Yeah. Yes, she will be. Oh, nice. Nice. Yep. It's amazing. I can remember when she was born, and I was like, my goodness. When you sit and you think about the grandchildren, or my grandchildren, I'm like, good grief. I can remember when each one was born. I was there for every birth. Fortunately, I was able to be. And my daughters allowed me. And they allowed me to be there. But my gosh, what a blessing it is to be part of that, you know? I mean, I love each and every one of my children, but boy, the grandkids they steal my heart. I'm definitely a lot easier on them than when raising my own. That's for sure. Of course, my own, like I tell them, they're like, gosh, you would never let us get by with that, Mom. I'm like, yeah, but you know, I don't have to raise these kids. Y'all do. I get to enjoy them as grandma. So pass on amethyst vase. Good enough. All right. What else we got? Jeez. Here is a light blue Geneva. Now, I did think of you on this one because I know it's your color, but I only have one though. And it really needs a good cleaning too. Is it the same color as that other one? What am I do with it? Yeah. Actually, Look, Geneva, they almost match. I think I like your vase color better myself, for me personally. This here is just going to be, we'll start this one at 7. Oh, yeah? Yeah. It's something, isn't it? When you watch your kids have kids, it's amazing. This needs to be cleaned up. This is a pretty one. Just dirty. It's nice. Seven and a quarter tall and 3 inches wide. I see Miss Geneva in a 7. I wish there would have been 2 of these Geneva. That would be nice, wouldn't it? There was 2 of them. Sometimes 1 is nice. I guess depends on what you have or where you want to display things. Just needs to be cleaned though. It's got junk in the bottom of it too. At least people use their things, you know. As Geneva tells me, count it down. Yeah. We'll put this down for Geneva unless somebody jumps in. Geneva. So. Oh, wow. Holy cow. Really? I got so flustered he walked out the door. Right. 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 That's funny. Well, you know, back when they were watching, I guess, the birth of you and your siblings. Thank you, Geneva. They probably weren't allowed to be in there, I think, like it is now. It's so open and welcoming. You know, fathers to even be there. It used to be they didn't come in until after everything was done. So I think that's probably why. That's funny, though. It's very funny. All right, let's see. We've got there is a diamond optic Fenton belt. I'm not trying to hold it so I don't aggravate anybody. This is a pretty one. The diamond optic. It's Fenton. This is the almost 7-inch bell. We'll start this one at 10 if anyone's interested. 3 inches wide. It's a pretty good size little bell. And a nice ring to it. All right. Oh, no. No, and Mom was knocked out. Gotcha. I understand. Yeah. Right. Yep. This one's in perfect shape. No chips, no cracks. You like this color of pink? I call it pink. I guess it's more of a, maybe it's more of a light lavender. I just say pink. I don't know. Y'all judge for yourself. Maybe it is more purple. It really made him mad. Went right after she was born. Fluffed up the pillow and said, "Oh, that wasn't so bad." Wow. That's funny. I had emergency C-sections with mine, and my hubby didn't want to be in the room because he didn't want to see me like that. I'm like, you do almost all the vet work on the farm, and me in surgery bugs you? Exactly, right? I guess it's different for them, dealing with animals. Better put your big boy panties on. That's right. That's right. Exactly. Yeah, I think it depends on, what kind of, sounds like Lucinda had an easy time. I didn't have an easy time with mine. Had a terrible time. Made me second guess motherhood altogether on my first one. I was like, good Lord. She'd like to kill me. But I was in labor 36 hours before she was born. No, my last two were C-sections. Not let him in there. Yeah. And that's funny. Yeah. 3 days. Mm-hmm. Yep, mine too, Lucinda. Wow, but you handled it well. See, mine wasn't so well. Yeah. Yeah. I had a terrible time. And then after she's born, they're like, the doctor had the nerve to say to me, you should have had a C-section. I wanted to kick him in the teeth so bad. And unfortunately, I cursed him terribly. I was so mad at him. I think I showed you all this last week, but anybody who wasn't here, I'm going to show it again. This is a Francoma pottery, 2007. This is a commemorative plate in honor of Oklahoma's centennial. It's got the state bird, the scissor-tail flycatcher, encircling the tree, the red bud. The artist is Jacob, and is also signed by Jacob. This will be a $20 start if anyone is interested. Or the recent. Right. Right. Right, Geneva. Yep. Yeah, I remember them saying, oh, once the baby's born, you won't think any more of this pain. I told every one of them, that is a damn lie. That's no truth to that whatsoever. No truth. They should not be lying to people like that. Well, most people, they don't feel it. They forget about the pain. I said, not when you're in pain like that. When you're in that kind of pain. And they didn't give me any. I didn't have anything. This was, before this doctor I had was horrible. I didn't like him. This is a 10.5-inch plate. There you go. Signed by the artist. It was like, I don't know. I think he was one of these doctors that kind of felt like, let you suffer. Yeah, I never forgot the pain. I can tell you that. And I told him, like I said, I told every person that even said that to me. How dare you say that? It's not true. That's a lie. That is a lie. I never said that to my girls. But they had pretty easy labors too. I was glad. I was very thankful they did. So that's some people do, some people don't. All right. I have 2 of these now. These I got together. These are Hummels. And somebody, I don't know if somebody did this themselves or had them professionally done. And I say they're Hummels, as in the name is Hummel on them. They seem to be pretty old postcard, I'm going to guess, is what this is. The name Hummel's there. But I mean, it's not like original. It's just a print or a postcard. I'm not sure. This is the back of it. And somebody took the time to, I don't know if they did this themselves. I I don't know that this was professionally done. I really don't know. Or if they did it themselves. I mean, the paper and all seems to be fine in it. But I don't think it's under a, like an acid-free mat. Anything like that. And then the other one, it's the little fella. I guess he's going to be the future Einstein. This one's got a bunch of, this is on the inside, I guess, dirt of some sort. I'm assuming that's dirt. And it looks like it's also a card of some sort that they put in here. So somebody, appreciated what they had, I guess, as far as these cards, and they framed them. So these are, I'm pretty sure these are 5x7s. You can have one or both. I'm going to let you have a choice at 10 each. It's going to be the choice. And they're definitely vintage. But how old? I don't know. Okay. 8 inches. What did I say? 5x7. This is not quite 5x7. Yeah, that's 8 long. Measure it this way. 6.5. Odd shape. Me neither, Geneva. Oh. Nope. Don't regret any of my children. But boy, they weren't easy to come by. But it's pretty bad, I guess. Son and said if I'd made it. Wait a minute. What am I missing here? Hold on. Hold on here. I've missed something. I was in the room. Okay, Lucinda says, I was in the room with my best friend when she had to have a C-section. Her husband was so freaked out and such a jerk that he wouldn't come in the room. Good grief. It was crazy and terrifying. Then I think from them being in such a rush, they rushed through stitching me up and screwed me up and royally. Yeah, I think, back then, Geneva, I think so. They weren't as advanced as they are now with it. And could never have it. And could never have any more kids. Yeah. Yep. That's a revised version. So my last daughter was a total surprise baby for sure, and the most dangerous pregnancy. They wanted me to end the pregnancy. Oh my. Son was large and long. I tried all day until my pains went to going backwards. Yeah. Yes. So these are 10 each. Choice. If anyone's interested, that's the start on them. Here is this will be the last piece I have tonight. Unless y'all want to see some jewelry, I can show you some if you want it. It's almost 11. It's up to everybody here. This is milk glass, Benton, vintage. This is going to start, we're going to start this one at 15 for the ashtray. Just double checking it. Making sure it's good. It's good. Slow down a little bit. Your child's almost half as tall as you, right? I know. That's funny. Yep, exactly. All right, the Fenton ashtray. This one is 5.5 inches diameter, it looks like. Yep, 5.5. Octagon shape, I guess you would call it. This one is starting bid of, what did I say, 15? What did I say? I think I said 15. If anybody's interested in it, a vintage ashtray. It's pretty milk glass. It's in great shape. Nothing wrong with it. Yep. Yep, I think we all probably have our stories. Boy, they're so advanced nowadays, though. My goodness. They go in, they get an epidural, and they're good to go. Most of the time for them. I know when I ended up having a, I was falling asleep. Sounds like you are asleep. Poor Linda. Sorry. I know, Geneva, I don't know if you felt this way, but when I had my C-section, it was the best day of my life, is what I told him, compared to what I went through on my first one. I was up walking around within a few hours, and they couldn't believe I was up. They told me I had to go back to bed, that I shouldn't be up. And I was like, well, I feel okay compared to what I went through on my first one. Jeez. Anybody want to see anything again? If so, let me know if you're interested in something. The only other thing, poor Linda. Linda must be tired. I know this time change. I wish they'd leave our time alone, really. They will now, right? Now that it's been changed. Isn't it supposed to not be changed anymore, correct? At least that's what they'd said last year. I hope they weren't lying. Anybody know? Maybe nobody pays attention to that stuff. I know last year people was complaining so much. I got a little glitter. People were complaining so much about, the time change. Oh, I know, I hate it. That they were supposed to leave it alone, right? I think that this is the time, because they had said it was too late last year to pass it. So they passed it late, but it would take effect this year, I believe is the way it was. So after this time change, the spring one, it's supposed to stay the same, I believe, unless something changed. Well, the first two I had hard labors for 12 to 24 hours before the surgeries. And my last, yes, I was better prepared for that one. But as soon as she was born, I started having severe panic attacks. Oh, wow. You poor thing. I had lost so much blood with my first child that, because, I told her it's 3 days, I was in I was in labor, active labor, hard labor. And they was giving me nothing. I had nothing. Oh, this is why I was so mad at this doctor. And by the time she was born, I'd lost so much blood that the next morning they come in, they want you to get up, start walking around. And I told them, I said, I'm not ready. I can't get up yet. I can't, not yet. They made me get up. The nurse did. And I passed out on her. So I wake up halfway in the bathroom and laying across her where she got to where the pool chain was, waiting for somebody to come help. And so then there's like, okay, you have to go to bed and stay in bed, and you may have to have a blood transfusion. And like I told you, I wasn't ready to get up yet. I know when I can get up and go. 5 years of panic attacks. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's true. That's very true. Panic attacks. Yep. I mean, seriously. And I basically told them that. I think they thought, oh, I just was just being lazy. I don't know what the hell they thought. And I was like, damn, I was 3 days. I was in hard labor, people. I was weak, you know? Oh, yeah. They sure did. And the thing was, they wouldn't listen. It's like, they're like, which I'm sure there's some people who probably do take advantage of that, like, no, I'm not ready to get up. Thanks, Robert. I appreciate you coming. You're welcome. See you later. Bye-bye. Yeah, it's like they don't listen to us, when you're in the hospital. And like I said, I know some people probably take advantage of that situation, or others, but still, you need to listen somewhat to the women going through all that. We kind of know, especially, I know that I was young though. I was very young when I had my first child. I was barely turned 18. So they probably thought I was just being a big baby. No, I was really very weak. And I knew I couldn't get up yet, but she was like, nope, you gotta get up. I'm like, okay. So I get up and pass right out. So then there's like, okay, now you have to be you're stricken to bed, can't get up, have to have help to get up. And I was after the birth of her, I was in the hospital a week and a half before they let me go home. Because I wasn't doing so good, after all that. Then I was like, if this is what I got to go through, I don't think I'm going to have any more children. Aw, thanks. Thanks, Cindy. You too, Bonnie? 18? Yeah. Yep. I had my 18th birthday in May, and she was born in August. So I was your young mother. My oldest son, 10 pounds. 10 pounds is a big baby. My God. 8.5 pounds like to killed me. And she was 22.5 inches long. She was a big baby. Oh, you was 15, Geneva. Yeah, that's really young. Have a good week, Miss Cindy. Thanks for coming. Yep, that's young. Oh, you had twins, Lucinda. Oh, okay, Bonnie. I understand. How's he doing? How is he doing with that? If you don't mind me asking. Yeah, twins. I can't imagine having twins. Good Lord. Good night, Miss Linda. Get some rest, hon. Thanks for coming. Oh, Bonnie had twins? Got it. Wow. Yeah, I can't imagine having twins. My Lord. One child takes up enough of a person's. Oh, goodness. Excuse me. I'm so sorry. That just hit me all at one time. Yeah, one baby's enough to take care of. Yep. Oh, got you. I see. I see. Yes. Now that's funny you say that then, because my son was born, him and my daughter are just at 13 months apart. So they're pretty close. Yep. My two are 11 months apart. Got it. I understand now. So yeah, when I had him and he was born by C-section, that was when I thought, Lord, that was easy. Piece of cake compared to what I went through with my daughter. Irish twins. Ah, interesting. Yeah. Oh, yeah. He don't need to have an attitude with you, Bonnie. I mean, understandably, I'm sure he doesn't feel well, and I'm sure he's sick, but still no excuse. You became a grandmother at 36. That's funny. How old was I when I became a grandmother? I was pretty young myself. Ah, I was 30 something. Let's see. Dang, I hate when I have to sit and figure out years. That's been too long. You became one at 40, Geneva. I want to say I was in my 30s. Let's see. I have to calculate, see. I have to calculate it. Let's see, because my daughter, my oldest daughter, she's 18 years from me, from my original age. That's right, because I was just turned 18, had her. So 18. Okay. Okay. It's 36 when I turned 18. I mean, not I turned 18. I remember my daughter did. He was 44. 19, 20. Yeah, I was 40. So I was 40. I was 40 years old when I turned grandma. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's true. Very true. Yeah, that's why sometimes they do what they do. Yeah. Yeah. So you had three babies at 22 years of age. So you have three kids, 9 grands, and 4 great grandchildren. Wow. That's an accomplishment right there. That's true, because I had 3 kids by the time I was, let's see, 18, 19, 24. I had 3 by the time I was 24 years old. And now I have, of course, my 3 children and then 6 grandchildren. No greats yet. They're not old enough for that yet. Well, my oldest grandson is getting close to that, but hopefully he'll go to school. Oh, yeah, exactly. Oh, yeah. I always told them that, you know, you don't have to, you're not supposed to like me because I'm your mother. I'm not your friend. That's what I used to tell them. Because, they used to see other kids, get to stay out all half the night at age of 14. And I'm like, no, you're never doing that. I never allowed him to do that stuff. I'm like, nope, you can hate me all you want. I don't care. You're not doing it. And then I had to know the parents before I'm going to let my child go over there and stay, to spend the night. Mm. You need a vacation. I hear you. Me too. Me too. I'm actually, I am going to get to go away for a few days. I'm going to go meet Becky, when after she does her show down there. Going to meet up with her. I think we're meeting up. I'm not sure if we're meeting up in Columbus, Georgia, or on the Alabama side. I'm still kind of waiting for Becky to tell me what she wants to do on that part, because I told her it didn't matter to me either way. Whatever is easiest for her is what I was kind of encouraging her to do. She's the one traveling around. Yeah, what's a vacation, right? Just time off from life. That's what I call vacation. Time off from life. I don't care if I don't even have to go nowhere. I'm just as happy staying home. Just to take a break. Oh, well, thank you. Yeah, thank you. Yep. Oh, you're on vacation right now. Awesome. That's great, Lucinda. Yep. Exactly, Geneva. That can happen too. Yep. Right? I know. Thank you very much, Lucinda. And it's so great that you came in. It's funny that I was been thinking about you all day to stop and take a moment to email you, which I'm sorry I didn't. But I kept thinking about it. I need to make sure that you was okay and say, hey, where are you at? Come hang out with us. So I'm glad you came in, and I'm glad you're doing well. Enjoy the rest of your vacation. Are you going anywhere? Are you staying home, or you're kind of stuck at home right now, right? Because of weather? Wasn't it you that was saying the roads was closed down and all that? That's like poor Linda. My goodness. She's in Vermont, buried in snow. And Geneva, I think, is buried. I have to go to the doctor tomorrow. You do? Okay. You're here in my own home, all by myself, with no work and no caregiving. Well, nice. Well, good. You deserve it. Yes, hopefully all will be fine, Sandy. Hopefully nothing serious. Right. I'm sure. That's the worst part, is the driving, still having to drive to work regardless of the weather, right? It's not like you get that choice to stay home, do you? Your pain doctor. To tell you you're getting old, that's about the size of it, isn't it? Right. Yep. That's what they end up telling us. Some of it's that, but some of it's legitimate pain, I'm sure. Oh, you drive around for your job. What do you do, Geneva? If you don't mind me asking, what you do for a living? I think you've said that before. You drive around. Are you in a sales or merchandising? Okay. Yeah. Yeah, that would be kind of tough, especially when you're having to do that with bad weather, bad roads, I'm sure. Yeah, be careful out there. A lot of times it's everybody else you got to watch out for. I'm sure you know how to drive in it, in most of it. Nobody can drive in ice, but snow, a lot of people still don't know how to drive in it. So be careful out there. Lots of different stores. We are buried in cosmetics and other resets. I understand that. Yeah. Yeah, be careful. I bet you are. You too, Miss Bonnie. You have a blessed week yourself, dear, and stay safe, stay well, stay warm. Since we now got spoiled, Bonnie, now the cold's coming back to get us tomorrow. I think it's tomorrow, isn't it? It's supposed to really hit us tomorrow night or something like that for the freezing. I'm like, well, maybe this will be the last big push. Maybe that's it. Because Bonnie's in East Tennessee, so she's not real far from me, actually. I think we're supposed to get some storms, though, more so than anything after tomorrow. I'll try and do a better job of popping in. And I don't want to make you worry. Sorry about that. I'm going to say goodnight. Sweet dreams. Love to all. Same to you, darling. Same to you. And it's okay. I mean, you do what you want to do. I was just concerned about you. That's all. My fault, like I said, for not checking in on you. So I'm glad you stopped in and keep coming back to at least see us and just hang out. Did you have a great week, hon? 23 or 25. That's our temperatures? Good Lord. That might be your temperatures. I don't think I'm getting quite that cold. At least I hope not. Yeah, hopefully I'm not getting that cold. I hope. That's for you, right? I don't think that's for me. I better check. But I do know they set a freeze warning or freeze. Actually, I think mine is freeze watch. So usually when they say that, I'm going to be a little warmer than, say it's 45 now, which is cold for us. We're not normally that cold. Good night, Miss Jeannie. Great to see you. Oh, maybe you're telling Lucinda good night. Never mind. You hang out with us. Let's see. Oh, it's going to be cold tomorrow. You're right. 8 a.m. It's going to be 37 for us. We're not going to get out of, well, it's going to be 52 by 5 p.m. Right. Right, Sandy. Always an experience when you have Dad with you, huh? Let's see. Let's see what Mondays, 52s are high. Tuesday, yeah, we'll get down to 30s then. No, for several days, I guess. Well, darn. Well, maybe this week. Whew. Goodness, I'm sorry. All right, well, I'm going to say goodnight, ladies. I appreciate everybody coming in and hanging out. Thank you, Miss Sandy, for all you do. I appreciate you, dear. Everybody have a great week. Stay well, stay warm, and hang in there. So I'm going to say goodnight.